It's a couple of things going on, and I say this all the time. I'm like, well, why I got to be the one? Because you create enemies along about the things that you're willing to call out. So one of the things that I just caught a lot of heat about, the office, it used to be the Office of Violence Prevention, and now it's the Office of Wellness and Safety for the city of Milwaukee. And they had a hiring process, and 3 people go through the hiring process, and the guy they wanted to give the job to, I guess he figured out y'all don't really have funding for past a year, so I'm not going to take it. And instead, and this process was open through the public, transparent. People had to meet with them. And then the mayor decides that he didn't like the rest of the candidates, and he is just going to appoint somebody, which is in his purview, to appoint somebody, but nobody knew anything about this guy.
That's okay.
Somebody formerly incarcerated, had committed a murder, and has been out for 5 years, has had 2 jobs. And, people have painted this picture that, best thing since sliced bread. First, I didn't like the process. Because this is a very front-facing position. This is also a political position. And one of the first things that this guy says is, I'm going to be out here applying pressure. And if people, if the mayor don't like it, then he can fire me. Well, somebody can pay you $113,000 a year. You don't understand this is a political moment you're in right now. And so that was one of the hot things. Also, what's going on with the 14-year-old up in Pulaski, Iowa County, Wisconsin. 14-year-old young man goes to a barn party. Underage drinking is going on. Right now, we're still trying to figure out how it all unfolds, but he ends up being attacked by several white teens. The video is outrageous.
Oh, my God.
It is close in comparisons to Emmett Till in that they both are 14. Both from Chicago. He and his family moved to Wisconsin, both in a barn. Most people don't realize Emmett Till was killed in a barn. And they pushed him up against a grinder. Like they were trying to shove him into this grinder. And Emmett Till's face was actually beaten with farm equipment. And when they, put his body in the water, they tied a fan around his neck, all farm equipment. And so just eerily weird circumstances. But one of the things I've been doing is like cautioning people, get all the facts first.
And that's correct. Not to change the subject point, but when you spoke about that first, the guy that was appointed, I saw, of course, a lot of things about that. So I'm glad you clarified that, because I was wondering, are people upset because of the process of him getting the appointment, or was it because of something that he'd actually, some of his words and things of that nature?
I think it was a combination. Process was first. If you introduce all 3 candidates to the public, and they get to weigh in and ask questions and hear them respond, and then all of a sudden you say, I don't like any of these people,
I get that.
And then now you the man, and so you don't have to go through any process, you don't have to do anything.